Hey everyone, this is Martin Rooney, and we are live with the big idea of the week, take 3. I am sorry about whatever is going on with the wireless connections here, but we are having issues, but we are gonna get through this big idea guaranteed. And if you just saw the skyline, if you see the incredible work of art behind me called Cloudgate, then you know where I am. I am in the Windy City. I am in Chicago, Illinois, and today I am inspired for the big idea for you. It is a biggie, so you're gonna wanna hold on to your hat. If you've been in a rut and you wanna get out, this call's for you. If you are doing something great and you wanna make sure you don't mess up, this is for you as well. And it is a really, really big idea. And here's where it came from this week. I've got these people, and they'll say, oh, it's the summertime, and now I'm gonna stop working out, and now I'm not gonna work out anymore because it's the summer, or oh, the summer came, or my kids are now out of school, so I can't eat right. And I started to think about how fragile great habits are, right? So Aristotle had a great quote. He said, you are what you repeatedly do. We're just a series of habits, and those habits go in a cycle. And this is the first little nugget of the big idea. So you have a choice. That cycle, and you see they don't call it the Windy City for nothing. You can either be in a vicious cycle or you can be in a virtuous cycle. There's a choice of two, right? And I see it as people are in this series of cycles their whole life. Maybe they're eating right and doing things, but they're not doing a good job at work. Or maybe they're doing things good at home, but they're not doing good things with their money. But whatever we talk about right there, you are a series of either vicious or virtuous cycles. And today, I'm gonna show you how to do something about it. So, we will get rid of that one, put that in the old pocket, and as you can see, amazing props for you to hear today. I've done a lot of work thinking on this one. We're gonna get going. So, what is a vicious or virtuous cycle, you say? See, they're so close. They're so similar, but just a little bit different. So let me explain. So what is it? What is it? It's a chain of events. Whether it's a vicious cycle, it's just a series or chain of events. If it's a virtuous cycle, for good, it's a series or change of events that reinforces the previous one and starts to gain momentum. It starts to gain momentum until eventually you can't see one chain of event from another and you don't see a way out. Now let me explain what I mean. So Cloudgate right there, right? Also known as the beam. Those are all individual plates of steel. Individual plates of steel, but shined to such a sheen together that you can't see the difference between one or the other. And when you're standing under it, you don't think there's any way out. It's cyclical. It's like a giant cycle, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna explain some vicious cycles and virtuous cycles. We're gonna talk about diet, we're gonna talk about exercise, we're gonna talk about your finances, we're gonna talk about your family, and you have to decide which one you're on, and then I'm gonna give you the big idea. It's not even the big idea yet here from Chicago, Illinois, which is absolutely amazing. And what is amazing is we got John Prano behind the camera today. So, hey, do we still have a connection?
We got a connection. What's up?
We still got bars, so we're gonna keep this thing moving.
We're rocking.
And we've got my, my prop artist right here, Billy Fleece, and we're gonna go with the first one. We're going with a vicious diet. Are you living a vicious diet, man? Is your diet vicious? And vicious doesn't mean a good thing. By the way, vicious is bad, so let's check it out. You eat bad, right? So are you currently eating not as good as you could? And you're not therefore in the shape that you want to be in. And as a result, you start to feel bad. You don't feel good about yourself. And when that happens, you have low self-esteem, low confidence. And then because you got low self-esteem, low confidence, you're sitting in your house, you don't feel good. What happens? You keep eating bad. You get that sugar, you want that candy bar, you want to do the wrong thing, so you think you're gonna feel better about yourself, but it's a bad fix. And man, the cycle just keeps spinning. So see, we don't want the vicious cycle. We want to get rid of the vicious cycle. We want the vicious cycle gone because we want you living a virtuous diet. As you would be surprised right now too, guys, there's a bunch of people crowding behind that don't even know me listening to this thing, which I like, but it makes me a little nervous. So, a virtuous diet. This is what we're shooting for. Check it out. You eat good. You eat the right things, and you know what they are. We've talked about this on last week's big idea if you didn't miss it. But Because you eat good, you're in better shape. You have better health. So then you feel good, and because you feel good, your esteem's up, people are giving you compliments, they're telling you how great you look, why can't I look like you? And then what does that make you do? See, it reinforces the other one, you gain momentum, and you keep eating good. So you see the vicious cycle, it's a cycle of events that reinforces it, but it goes in the wrong direction. A virtuous cycle goes in the right direction, but we are just a series of small habits that you eventually can't see the difference between, that reinforces each other, and you become a reflection of that. So speaking of that, why does everybody come to stand in front of that beam? Look, all those people, look, they're standing in front of it, they're looking at their reflections. And you know why? Because the reflection is distorted. It changes it. And it kind of reminds us that even our own vision, even our own reflection of what we see for ourselves, it's not always what it seems. And today, I'm gonna show you how to get at it. So, we got the virtuous diet, that's what we want, but that's diet. How about exercise? Now, are you a vicious exerciser? And remember, that doesn't mean good. If you're living a vicious exercise cycle, not what we want. So check it out. For the vicious cycle, you never work out, right? And as a result, you say, well, I have no energy, I'm wiped out, I don't have any energy. Then my health is bad, I'm overweight, I don't feel good about myself. And then you just become less productive. You're less productive at work. You're probably missing days. You're not getting things done. You can't go on that vacation you want. You can't play with your kids. And as a result, because you're so tired, you don't work out, right? So do you see how that vicious cycle, there are so many people following it? In a little bit, I'm gonna give you the big idea how to stop it. So, we don't want the vicious exercise cycle. We want, boom, another one coming in. But wait, there's more. We want the virtuous one. And here's how it works, guys. It's a simple secret. When you work out, you get more energy. And when you got more energy, your health improves. And when your health improves, you're more productive at work. You want to do more things. I want to come out and shoot a Facebook Live with no Wi-Fi in front of the bean and run all over the place till I'm sweating for you guys because I work out. That's how I do it. If I wasn't working out and I wasn't getting enough sleep, guys, my energy would get less and less until I would do nothing. So, are you living virtuously? Are you living viciously? Guys, when it comes to your exercise, it's time to be virtuous. But a gym membership, right? Or eating the right food, what do you gotta have? What do you gotta have? You gotta have the money. You gotta have some money to buy some of that stuff, right? And see, this is a biggie. See, people, I see that they have a lot of challenges with their health. I see that they have a lot of challenges with their diet. But where I see people that have a lot of challenges is with money. They don't study money, they don't understand money, and they are living in a vicious cycle when it comes to money. So this cycle right here, this is for you if you are allergic to money. What that means is if every time you get money, it's gone. If every time your bank account is empty, but your sneaker closet is full, that's a problem with money, and it's just because you got the wrong cycle. The wrong habits and behaviors reinforcing themselves the wrong way. So let's check it out. Guys, regardless of what we do, when we work, we're working to make money. But if you make money and then you spend all your money, and then because you've spent all your money and it's gone, and then you start spending money you don't got, AKA credit cards with high interest fees, AKA taking out loans and all this stuff, and you build the really bad word there, debt, right? Debt. Yes, that's a silent B in the letter there, not debit, debt. If you're building up debt, I even got the cameraman laughing behind the thing right there. If you're building up debt and your closet is filled with a bunch of shoes, guys, we got a problem. If you're proud of your giant TV, but you also know you got an empty bank account, not a good thing. And then what has to happen? Then what has to happen is because you got no money, you got to make more money. So what happens is you make money, you don't save any, you spend it all, you blow it all, now you're in debt, and you're just in this constant hunt to make money, and you end up living viciously, never getting ahead. So guys, you don't want to be vicious with your diet, you don't want to be vicious with your exercise, you don't want to be vicious with your money, you want to be kapow, virtuous, baby. You want to be virtuous, and check it out. They all start the same. I don't know if you've noticed, but all these cycles start the same way. It's just a little different action that's giving you a little hint to what's going to happen today with our big idea. But check it out. You make some money, but then you save money. Did everybody hear that? So you don't spend it, you don't blow it on the first thing that comes there. You're not allergic to it, you love it. You want more of it, it's warm and nice, feels good in your hand. Green goes with anything, guys. And see, you save that money, and then what do? You build wealth. That magic word of just building up some wealth. And when you've built up wealth, you get financial freedom. Then, guys, You don't have to be in a constant hunt and all you're thinking about is making money. What you end up doing is you have the freedom to go on vacation. You have the freedom to do interesting things. You have the freedom to do more, as these people get in our camera shot right here. I'm gonna have to go throw them out of there. But guys, you get the freedom, right? And then because of that, you make more money, save more money, more freedom, make more money, save more money, more freedom. Everybody can live that life. You just gotta study it, and I'm gonna show you how. But before I do, let's talk about your family. See, we've talked about finance, we've talked about fitness, now let's talk about family. Those are three really big F's. Three really big F's in your life, right? Fun is one of them too, but if you're living vicious cycles in all three, you're not having any fun, I'll tell you that. If you're in a constant hunt for money, if you don't have any health, and your family's in shambles, you're not having any fun. So let me show you about a vicious family. You got a vicious family, and I don't mean like Aunt Edna sitting at the table coming across at your throat ready because, you know, she doesn't like you. I'm talking about how you spend time with your family. So check it out. If you spend no quality time with your family, right? You're on your BlackBerry all day, you don't have any time, you're just working, you're just doing your thing. What happens is you start to lose communication. When you start to lose communication, they start to resent you. Like, it could be your spouse, it could be your kids, but you don't want resentment starting in the house, because when that happens, you lose connection. And when you've lost connection, like we did twice today trying to do this Facebook Live, when you lose connection, then you don't want to spend quality time. See, once your spouse or family's lost that connection and there's resentment, they don't want any quality time, and it keeps going like this until, unfortunately, something bad happens and you say, how did I get like this? Is that resonating? Is that hitting home? How did I get like this? How's my bank account empty? How's my family falling apart? How's my fitness where it is, where I just went to a doctor and they just told me how unhealthy I am? It's all because of small little habits in vicious cycles. And see, a virtuous family, because we want to be virtuous, check it out. Spend some quality time, carve it out, make that quality time for your family. Next week, guys, I'll be shooting from South Carolina with my family. I'll even get them in the thing because I know I got to spend quality time. If I'm traveling, the quality time has to happen as well. But once I've got the quality time, I build good rapport. You want to build good rapport with your family. Then what do you get? You get respect. Then what do you get? You gain some trust. And when you gain trust and you have the respect, they want to spend more quality time with you. And that is the virtuous cycle that we're all looking for. So right there, as more and more people continue to walk by staring, and I've got, look at this, a pocket full of information, a pocket full of knowledge bombs right here in my pocket.
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, anybody can tell you these cycles. You might say, I know that. You might say, I know that stuff. How are you helping me, Martin? Yeah, I guess I am in some of these vicious cycles. But great, are you saying that I'm stuck? No. This is what the big idea is. The big idea is what to do. So what do you do? Hey, shout out to the Chicago Cubs right now. Chicago Cubs in first place by 9 games. You know what? They weren't always a winning team. They weren't always a winning team, but they've changed some stuff up. They broke the cycle. And I'm gonna use a baseball analogy on how they did it. And it's called a changeup. See, a pitcher, if a pitcher's just a fastball pitcher and a fastball pitcher and he's whipping in fastballs, you think another fastball's coming, that's all you see. But when he throws in the changeup, when he slows that pitch down, and all of a sudden it breaks the momentum, it breaks it, there's an external change that breaks the momentum of that cycle, that's the thing that creates the change. That's what the pitcher is looking for, the changeup. So here's the big idea of the week. If you're in a vicious cycle, you gotta change it up. If you're in a vicious cycle, let's look at that right there. If you're in a vicious cycle, let me show you how it works. If you're in a vicious cycle here and things are going wrong, and they're going wrong, boom, hit a change up and get out of the cycle. So let me give you some examples here. Hey, you don't save any money, right? You're always spending money. You're worried about that new TV, or you're worried about, your cable bill's high and your bank account's low. Hey guys, change it up. Maybe get rid of the cable. Maybe put $10 away. Stop spending $15 a day on Starbucks. I don't know, but start with something small. That's the great news. The big idea is the change up is something little. Hey, your health isn't going so good, right? Hey, eat an apple. Walk around the block. Go get that gym membership you need to do. Go get that physical with the doctor that you've been passing up on. I don't know what it is, but it starts with something small. See, people think sometimes to break the cycle it has to be staggering. No, it's just small things adding up that you can't see. You can switch it up at any time. You can go right from vicious to virtuous, and I think that is the big idea. So see, guys, I'm trying to empower you right now that, hey, save a little money, eat a little better, start your workout, spend a little quality time tonight. Get out a children's book and read it to your kid. Sit down with your spouse and talk to them about your day. It's something small, but I get it. See, sometimes, hey, to throw that change up, you know what you got to do? You can't be so stubborn. You can't be, well, I'll start when somebody else starts, or I'll do it when somebody else does it, or, you know, it's not fair, or I can't save money these days, or I can't stop my coffee. I need my coffee. Guys, you got to be courageous enough to throw the change up. Got to be courageous enough to throw the changeup, because the changeup can save your life. But the big idea, because I got big ideas all day, the big idea is, hey, I've got good and bad news. See, I was just talking about the vicious cycle right there. So I was just talking about the vicious cycle, but a changeup can affect the virtuous cycle too. So here is the very, very big idea you need to know. If right now you're working out and you're eating right and you're doing good, but all of a sudden you go on vacation for a week, eat like crap, then come back, don't continue to work out again and fall into this habit, you went from virtuous right into a vicious cycle. So see, it works the other way too. If you're in a vicious cycle, you can change it up and get to virtuous, but guys, never forget how fragile these cycles are. That one little change in your habits can take you from virtuous to vicious too. And this was the big breakthrough. I almost don't want to rip this one up because I really like this one right here. So I'm even going to hand that off, because guys, this is powerful. You know why? Because this is your reminder that small little changes in your habits can make your life better, but little small changes in your habits that you don't even see can make your life worse too. And you gotta always be ready to throw the change up when it's time, when something's going bad, but you gotta always be on the lookout for the change up that it's coming when things are going good. And I'll tell you what, right now, every one of you can probably pick some of these out. You know where aspects of your life are missing. You know, man, I'm eating the wrong thing, or I'm not getting the workout, or I'm not spending time with my family. Man, I'm not saving any money. You know where those are happening, and you got to keep a great eye on them, because everything that I do at Training for Warriors, why I do this big idea, why I do what I do, from every blog post, every Twitter post, every Instagram, whatever you call it. Guys, I'm trying to break the cycle. I'm trying to give you simple ideas. That's what the big idea is. I want to give you a simple big idea to help you with some kind of habit that can improve you some way in your life. But the only way that happens is you got to do something about it. So today's big idea gives you that answer. Time to throw the change up, guys. Diet's not good, get the apple. If your diet is good, watch out for the chocolate cake, because it can send you right back. Your workouts are not, you're not working out, get the gym membership. You are working out, make sure you don't take 2 weeks off when you go on vacation. Stay consistent, because with habits, they start off like cobwebs, but they grow strong into cables. And as we saw, as you see on the beam behind us, guys, sometimes you can't see the difference anymore, and you just get trapped in some kind of cycle that just keeps moving. So we got through this one, the big idea of the week. And now what I'm going to do really quick at the end of this one, as we break the cycle, we're going to get some shout outs right now. Hey, so say where you're coming in from. Did you like the call? Hey, do you got any other examples of cycles or different stuff? Throw it out to me, and I will make sure not only to answer you here, but answer you on there as well. So give me something, Johnny.
We got Steve Feeney saying time to throw that change up. We got Stefan
coming in from Canada.
Galton. We got Kristen Mike Subcheck. Kenneth Shillo says, welcome to Chicago. Jarno.
Coming in from, so hey, we got Iceland, we got Pennsylvania, we got Canada right there.
We got Abby D in the house.
Coming in from Kuwait.
We got Hat Solo in the house.
Hat Solo in Finland, moi moi. Happy whatever they're celebrating in Finland again, another midsummer something. They got some kind of holiday every week.
Party time. Anthony James Beniti, Michael J. Hernandez.
Hey, you know, Anthony right there, judo partner of a long time ago. I hope you enjoyed this one. Time to get those good habits rolling, man. I'm always watching you guys. I see what you're up to. I wish I was there.
We got Buzz in the house from Jersey.
Buzz coming in. Hey, there was no food on this one today, Buzz, but I'll be getting some kind of Sunday smoothie for you next time.
We got the affiliate of the year, Mr. Philip Squattrito.
Squattrito, hey, you better enjoy. You got like 40 days left with that title, and then it goes away forever. So
forever, Phil, forever. Kevin Cox, Tom Robertson.
Tom Robertson in the house. The Scottish Nightmare via Trinidad. Everybody is here.
You know what? Donna Puglisi from Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn, hey. Hopefully, Donna, I lived up to the hype again. Guys, so everybody knows, I'm always trying to make sure that I live up to the image that Donna has portrayed on me. So I'm always trying to bring it.
Kenny Hall, what's up, Kenny?
Kenny coming in from Squim, Washington. I don't even have to look.
He just said it. He just said it. Hey, these guys are all on fire, Martin. Everybody's pretty excited about this.
So what we're going to do is we're going to close this one out, guys, because I got to get back to the show. We're presenting for 800 people tomorrow, so I'm going to be setting them on fire about TFW. But I will say this, for everybody listening, if you enjoyed this and you enjoy these big ideas, hey, for 20 minutes, guys, come see me live. The final certification schedule around the world is up. If I am near you, you don't want to miss it. Whether it's coaching greatness or it is the Training for Warriors 2-day certification. If you think I'm on fire and sweating my tail off in 20 minutes on here, wait till you see what I'll bring you for 3 straight days. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and most importantly, I hope you share it. Guys, when you share, everybody wins. So hit the share button, share it to people, because everybody knows somebody that could benefit from that message. Everybody knows somebody right now that's in a vicious cycle that you could help them get out. That's why I bring these big ideas. That's what TFW is doing around the world. Hey guys, use that idea to help somebody else, and that'll be the best way you can thank me. So, for Martin Rooney, John Prano, Billy Felice of TFW Mayapack, we are here in front of the Bean in Chicago, Illinois. And guys, every week I'm going to keep bringing you another big idea until you do something.